Southbound chugging along. Got construction in Midway, Postal Lane, west of Route 1. Now through December 2nd, they're going to be closing that. So they're going to put new sewer pipes in there. And then got construction at Ocean City. Sewer lines being put on northbound Coastal Highway between 33rd Street and the Convention Center. Looks all right on 50 and through Wycomico County from Willits to Pittsfield to Walsall Switch Road. Business 50 and Business 13 through town. A little busy. Typical stuff. Bypass around town moving 50 good to the Bay Bridge. That's your traffic for the Voice Radio Network.
Kid Hoover.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
Hi.
Good morning. It's Bill and Jessica, Power 1017. How are you?
I love Power 1017. Let's roll, Bill and Jessica.
Hey,
Nice.
That's what we like to hear. I like that. Spoken like a true TV personality. I like it. Hey, well, you know
I'm
what?
down in my coffee over here.
Right. Well, people know you, and hopefully they watch you every day. Access Daily with
Yep.
Mario and Kit. Access Hollywood. First off, how is it working with Mario Lopez? Got to ask you right off the bat. I grew up with him. I think
Saved by the Bell.
I think he's drinking like from the fountain of youth. I will say that.
He does not age.
He does not age. Literally, he's aging backwards. I mean, I literally sit by A.C. Slater every day. It's
Yep.
like,
Yeah.
He looks exactly the same.
So I mean, is he a cool guy? Cool to hang out with? Do the show with?
Oh, he's such a great guy. In fact, he just bought a house around the corner from where my family lives. So it's so wonderful to have his kids kind of go to the school where my kids went. And so it's been really, really fun.
Nice. That's great. A little bit about yourself, though. I was looking at your bio, and I mean, you started off not right away as a personality getting into the business. You started off making your TV debut on MTV's Road Rules,
I remember that.
and that was when MTV, like all the reality shows, The Real World, Road Rules, Real World versus Road Rules. That's when it was like all popping. And then you were part of that, and then you kind of, went on to, get into this broadcasting game. Is it something that you always wanted to do?
First of all, isn't Road Rules so funny? I think that was like 27 years ago. When I
Yes.
came back, there was no such thing as reality TV. There was, I think, 2 Real Worlds at the time that I'd never seen.
Yeah.
And I just laughed, and my kids think it's hysterical. But the fact to be on something that I had no idea what it was, right? I'm like, wait, what is this? Like, I'm not an actress. I did go to school for journalism, and I always thought I would do something creative. I thought maybe more advertising. But after Road Rules, I was like, wow, if I could parlay this into anything, let's roll. So it's been a great ride.
Yeah.
But I look back on that, and I just think, who is that girl? It was so much fun.
Well, you know what's so crazy is that, like, during that time, MTV was it. I mean, do you remember, like, I'm sure, I know you do. You were part of it. But, like, back then, 1995, like in the mid to late 90s, like, MTV was what we had. I mean, it was everything.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was everything.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have social media. Forget social media. I mean, other TV shows. It was, Spring Break, MTV. Like I said, Road Rules, Real World. Like that was it. Like for our age
Wasn't
demographic.
it the best? Oh, yeah, for our generation. Well, I'm 52, so for anybody around my age, so much. Like, remember the Beach House?
Yes.
I just
Yep.
remember it was Destination TV. I mean, you would literally just come home and put on MTV.
That's it.
And they were still running videos at the time, but reality shows were just insane. And then all the personalities with the VJs, all the VJs were spectacular.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what a moment in time. And Clay Newbell, the guy that was the producer and director of Road Rules, now went on to do Shark Tank.
Oh, wow,
He's
wow.
become such a great friend.
Man,
yeah,
that's
and
awesome.
It's so cool to see where everybody's landed.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. And then, like I said, you went on, continued to do TV. You got involved with ESPN, Cold Pizza. Did you work on there with Skip Bayless?
Yeah, Skip Bayless was on the show,
Yeah.
and Woody Page. And that was so fun. My husband at the time was running a couple networks over there, so I think that was a little nepotism higher.
Whatever. Who cares? You know what? I don't want to hear that. It is what it is. Who cares? Yeah. You got on there and Cold Pizza.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, Cold Pizza, wow. I was just actually laughing with my husband about it this morning, but I learned so much. To go to a 2-hour live sports show from 7 to 9 a.m. in New York City, and at the time I had a 1-year-old and a newborn. But I lived for sports. It turns out what I found I loved was live TV. I love the rawness of it, the realness. Maybe that goes back to my reality roots, but I don't think I'd be where I am now without
it
in that training ground.
Right.
Yeah, and now look what they got. It morphed into First Take, and now you've got Skip and Shannon over on FS1. I mean, that show started like sports as we know it, talk TV as we know it.
And what's great is Skip Bayless and I went on to host this show called Dream Job, which was the equivalent of like American Idol, but we cast to see who would be an ESPN sportscaster. It was a really cool show.
Wow.
And I was with Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith. And my mom would crack up because, what was I doing on there? I'm a 20-something, judge on this show. And she loved when Skip and Stephen A. Smith would agree with me. She thought that was the coolest thing. She's like, oh, honey, when they agreed with you, that was so wonderful.
Look, I got to tell you, that dynamic duo, I know they're on separate networks, and I've heard the rumors, them trying to get Skip back to ESPN or Stephen A. was. I know they're real good friends off the air, but that duo is just unbelievable, them two together. I remember when he was having guest hosts, probably shortly after, you left, he was having guest hosts come in, and every time Stephen A. would come in, it would be like, wow. That's TV magic right there, yeah. And you've always been a sports fan.
You, both of those guys are so nice too.
Nice.
Because there was a lot of downtime on that show, so we'd go to dinner every Sunday night. They are the nicest men that I still keep in touch with.
That's
awesome. They were absolutely wonderful to me.
Man, that's great. That's great.
Great.
And you're a like off the air and all that. You're like a huge sports fan too, still.
Still, first of all, I live to play any sport, and I love watching sports. I'm a huge college football fan.
What are your teams?
Now I'm in the World Cup, though, which has been so much fun. I like anything that I can cheer for. I went to North Carolina.
Okay.
My husband went to Michigan State. My dad and brother went to Florida, so it's Big Ten, ACC, and SEC all over our house. So it's been really exciting. Although last weekend, all our teams lost.
Wow. Well, look, we're over here in Maryland and Delaware, so my household, it's all about University of Maryland, which actually they look pretty good. Tua's brother is the quarterback, and we're doing all right this year. So I'm excited. I'm excited for Maryland.
That's so good. And I know he isn't there anymore, but Coach Turgeon is a good friend of mine, so I loved when he was there coaching. I love Maryland. I ran track and cross country at North Carolina. We were always running at Maryland.
Okay.
Wow, Maryland, what a campus that is.
Yeah,
it is.
Well, absolutely. Hey, come on back. Come on down the ocean, Horn. That's where we are, down the ocean. Come get some Old Bay and some crabs.
There, baby. That was so much fun, and the nicest people.
Well, look, Kid Hoover, we could go on and on. Thank you so much for checking in. We appreciate it. Check you out. You got an afternoon syndicated show, Access Daily. Of course, you're with Mario Lopez, a.k.a. AC Slater. If people want to follow you, how can they do that?
If they follow me, just at Kid Hoover is all my Insta stuff. I'm not great on social media, so help me out. I need to be better.
Thank you
We
so
love
much.
it. Thank you so
We
much.
appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Have a great morning.
You too.
Too.
Power 101.7 and